Now, the reason that this entire distinction matters is that agents and workflows are good for different things. So let's sum up then. Agent and workflow, what are the differences? What are they good at? Well, the first thing to say that to qualify in this category, you need multiple LLM calls. Like a single LLM call all by itself doesn't really qualify as either an agent or a workflow. It's just a freaking API call. We don't need an extra definition for that. To me, the key difference is who decides when to stop the program. With an agent, as we saw, it is the LLM, really. The LLM can say, okay, I've done the work, let's now stop. Whereas in a workflow, it is predetermined steps that are known up front. Now, the reason that this entire distinction matters is that agents and workflows are good for different things. An agent is really good when the path to the solution is unclear, or when you need to be able to generalize it to lots and lots of different tasks. Coding assistants are a really good example of this, because the coding assistant in Claude Code or Cursor doesn't know what kind of code base it's going to go into, it doesn't know what kind of bug you're going to throw at it, and so it needs to be able to adapt on the fly. In other words, agents are really good at improvising. But workflows are much better when the path to the solution is known up front. When you need to do the same thing 1,000 times, you always want a workflow, because as we saw with the parallelizable steps, you can basically optimize it in all sorts of different ways. Whereas an agent, you really leave the optimization up to the agent itself. Agent is like jazz, it's all improvisation, all feel, and workflows are like classical music, where you can spend ages optimizing the upfront setup so that the final output is as good as it can be.